really we were just there to be glorified babysitters, and in a sense that's still kind of true, but there's still a lot more work that goes into that. We're really just prepared for like any type of emergency on campus, and I had no idea how intense I was going to be, trying to juggle student life and other jobs and everything, and personal life and everything, with also trying to be a responsible student leader on this campus. Just had no idea that it was as intense as it was going to be. Hi, I'm Jordan Washington. I've been an RA for 2 years now. First year was in Founders, and this year I've been in Overlook.
My name is Eli. I've been an RA for about a year, and I live in Founders.
Okay, so my name is Tess Reason, and I am an RA here in Governors.
My favorite thing about being an RA,
you gotta answer the question.
My favorite part about this job is just the fact that I get to interact with so many residents on a day-to-day basis, and you really get to see how something very small can make a huge impact in somebody's day.
Recently I've learned that I can also get really creative just with program ideas, just creating new and fun things for people to come to for that.
My favorite thing about being an RA is probably getting to know people. You have a really large circle of relationships that you have to interact with, and so it's really easy to make relationships that way. The biggest challenge of the RA job is probably dealing with heavier, like emergency type situations, because often there'll be like really crazy things that you don't know exactly how to handle, but you have to stay calm and just go with it until something works out.
So the challenges change depending, I think, on whether or not you have an upper and underclassmen. I had freshmen, and so they present an entirely different challenge. The challenge there is helping them kind of integrate themselves onto campus.
Getting that first interaction with someone, because everybody's kind of standoffish when you have to make a friend with somebody that's your superior. So it's a nice challenge, and it usually has a really great reward, but it always proves difficult in the first 2 weeks of the year.
But then this year, because I have upperclassmen, my biggest challenge is just getting them to come to my programs, which I didn't think would be a challenge because my freshmen were so involved, so I guess like heavily focused on being near me and developing that relationship with me, that now that I already have the established upperclassmen, they're just as busy as I am, and sometimes too busy to come to my programs. So I actually didn't have much of an opinion. I didn't even know that there were things like programs that like they had to put on, or that like, you know, they encouraged us to go to and wanted us to go to. So it actually wasn't until I got into training, and I applied for the job because of what a bad job my first RA did. But after I applied and I got into training, I learned all the work that actually goes into being an RA. You know?
My opinion of the RA position has changed in the sense that going into the job, it felt like it was going to be really strict and like not fun, I guess. But after working as an RA for about a year, the staff that we work with is really nice, and it's really laid back and pretty cool.